In this video, I'm going to be taking out another $40,000 from my Apex Trader funding accounts. This will be my fifth one that I've done so far, my fifth payout. This will be totaling $200,000 in total payouts in the last 50 trading days, which is about 2.5 months. In this video, I'm going to be doing live payouts from each of the accounts. I trade 20 of the 50Ks, as well as going over the past 10 days. I do this every video just to kind of showcase like what were the conditions like, how was I feeling emotionally, mentally, and what am I looking forward to the next 10 days. And last but not least, I'll be talking about my experience with the Robins from the beginning of the year, the Robins Trading Challenge, and how I am taking that experience and how I've been utilizing my learnings in these last 50 trading days. So first things first, let's go and analyze the accounts. So again, I have 20 of the 50K Apex accounts. I go over this in every video, but the reason that I'm on the 50Ks is because of one, the trailing drawdown to profit target ratio is just the best. Technically the 25K is the best at a 1-to-1, but the 50K is like a 1.5-to-1 profit target to trailing threshold. If you go to ATF.com and just scroll down, you can see the different account sizes. I'm trading the 50K, and it is a $3,000 target for a drawdown of $2,500. So it's pretty achievable, pretty easy, and you get an extra $500 per account per withdraw on the 50K over the 25. So for me, I just think it's easiest. And the way that Apex works with their withdrawals, for the first 3 months, you're capped at 2 withdrawals a month, and each of the withdrawals has a cap maximum. And so the 50K, if you are capable of being able to copy trade accounts, which is what I do, I copy trade through Sierra Chart. I just use the built-in trade copier there, and I trade all of my 20 accounts at once. It's almost advantageous to do a bunch of the smaller accounts as opposed to 1 or 2 of the bigger ones, purely because you can take out more money. I can take out $2,000 per 5K account or per 50K account, and I have 20 of them, so that's $40,000 twice a month. Or, you know, it would be like $3,000 on the 150K or whatever it is, right? So that's why I'm trading the 20 50Ks. I just want to quickly cover that. So into the actual accounts themselves, I've already taken out $160,000, has hit my bank. I actually got my last payout, just hit my bank this morning. So officially $160,000 paid, and I'm requesting another 40 right now. So you can add $8,000 to all these P&Ls per account, because that's just the math. So I've really made in the last 50 trading days, $20,000 per account. I've been extremely consistent with $400 days. And I really like that standpoint. Similar to what I talked about in the previous videos, at $400, I'm really stair-stepping up the equity curve, which is what I want. $4,000 per 10 trading days. I take out 2, I leave a $2,000 buffer, and the math just maths. It just makes sense, and it's a nice stair step, and that like naturally creates buffer without trying to swing for the fences and push too hard. So right now I'm at $12,000 of profit on all of the accounts, a little over 12,000. After this withdrawal, you'll see me live take out $2,000 per account. I'll be left over with $10,000 once those accounts are approved, or once the payouts are approved. And of course, like all the other videos, I'll show when the payouts are officially approved and let you know when that happens. And I'll show you the Apex website. If you scroll down to the very bottom, there's a payouts tab, and you can actually see all of the live approved payouts. And so I'll showcase when that actually happens. So overall, $12,000, happy. I'll be left at 10,000, very solid with the buffer. My trailing drawdown has stopped a long time ago. It's at 50,100, so I have $10,000 of buffer per account, which I'm feeling very comfortable with right now. Another exciting thing that I want to quickly touch on, this is day 50, which means I'm one step closer to my unlimited payouts. So again, first 3 months, you are capped at $2,000 per account per pay period on the 50Ks accounts. If you could just type in payout FAQ Apex, all of their FAQs will pop up regarding this topic, but I do want to just quickly cover it. After 3 months, you can request as big as you have, right? And so for me, I have one more payout after this one. So after day 60, I'll have day 60 will be another $2,000 per account request. And then day 70, so in 2 payouts, excluding this one, then I will have my maximums gone, which is very exciting. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage it yet. Probably going to keep doing something very similar, to be honest. I don't really want to take out like all of the money yet and blow all the accounts. So I'll probably continue stair-stepping it in some capacity, but I'm excited to no longer have maximums in 2 payouts, and I'm just one step closer. Again, that happens after 3 months traded, and I'm at 2.5. So just wanted to quickly cover that as well. So what did this last 10 days look like? So if you watch the prior video, obviously all of these videos are part of a playlist called Prop Firm Trading. And it's my entire journey of getting the $1 million in funded trading, first withdrawal, second withdrawal, third withdrawal, fourth, and now the fifth. And if you watch the fourth withdrawal video, which says $160,000 on the thumbnail, I said it was hard. And it's the truth. That was the hardest 10 days that I've had out of these 50 days. It was a mental and an emotional battle of wanting to be greedy and trying to push really hard. And it just was exhausting. And this was the complete opposite. Just to be honest, I was describing it on my stream this morning. If you didn't know, I do live stream my trades here on with these accounts every morning here on YouTube for free. It happens at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So just come hang out. Make sure you subscribe, come hang out. But I was describing it to my stream this morning. Trading is such a classic pendulum swing. It's like true yin and yang, if you will. I had last payout period. The pendulum was on this side. I was feeling like crap. I was having a hard time. My trading wasn't feeling necessarily super sharp. Felt like I was over trading a little bit, looking for too much, those types of things. This payout, the pendulum swings all the way over, and I'm feeling like I'm carving the market, feeling emotionally and mentally fresh, walking away pretty early in the day and not feeling like I need to sit around and watch the markets more. Just overall, just a night and day difference, night and day, which is encouraging. And I want to say that to encourage you also, if you're watching and you're going through a little bit of a hard time, just know that like with trading, we all do. We all go through hard times. There are times where trading is really easy. There are times where trading is really hard. And sometimes it's literally week over week. The next week, something is just clicks and it's a lot easier again. So hopefully that's encouraging for you, because this last payout period has been significantly better and encouraging for me. And it just feels like I'm back in that rhythm of what got me here. You know, 50 days down at $400 a day. I just feel like I'm not necessarily overthinking it like I was on the last pay period, which is super exciting. So the last thing I wanted to quickly touch on before I actually execute these live payouts is talking about the Robins. I entered the Robins Trading Challenge. It's a live account challenge at the beginning of the year. If you followed along, you saw that. You saw my entry. You also saw my withdrawal. And I've been getting a ton of comments about Matt sucked at the Robins, and now he's just magically better at trading, right? First off, I didn't suck at, I did suck at the Robins. I made it all the way up to 128% account gain. I was number one on the leaderboard, and I came all the way down to minus 8% into the account at like $9,300 or something, $9,200. So it didn't blow the account. I just didn't want to trade micros. And so while I did have a nice equity curve and then got chopped up to bits and paid a ton of commissions, but I did use it as a learning opportunity. And I do want to highlight that and address it because I think it is kind of important. It's very easy to have like this idea of I need to execute really, really hard day in, day out. And I think that it applies significantly to funded trading accounts. If you don't know what prop accounts are, it's what I'm trading right now. It's a futures funded account. And the idea is that you pass an evaluation. Once you pass the evaluation, then you are put in one of their accounts, and then it's a profit split, right? If you want one of these accounts, it's 80% off with code TBM. But it's the same idea of like wanting to hit it hard. You want to pass the evaluation. You want to pass the payment threshold. You want to pass the trailing drawdown threshold. You want to get to the 10 days, right? It's all of these like milestones, right? Similar to like with a trading competition where there's milestones of 100% gain, 150% gain, beating someone else on the leaderboard. And so you push, you push, you push. And if you are in a constant state of pushing, if I'm in a constant state of pushing, if I have one mental lapse day, one mental slip, and that pushing mentality is still going, then things are just not good. And so I've been able to kind of take that same mentality of like, I was pushing, and just being able to take a step back and enjoy trading again and enjoy kind of the process, right? Enjoy taking base hits. This whole base hits concept is literally from the Robins trading account. Straight up. It was a pivot. It was a learning moment of being like, I trade better when I'm taking smaller trades. Every time I really try and open up a trade, it just doesn't go well. Let me talk with a couple of people that I trust. Tom Dante was one of them who was like, do what you do, man. There's a reason that you're good at what you do. Don't try and change it. Take the base hits, right? And that's when something clicked in my head and I was like, I just need to take the base hits. Take the base hits, be patient, take A+ setups, no greed. I don't need to have all these big, massive trades. And rotating that into these accounts in both the evaluation phase and on this funded phase it's obviously worked. I mean, just straight up, the data and the facts don't lie. It's obviously worked, but it's been a nice mental shift for me of going from hardcore competing in both the social and the emotional and the monetary side, and then switching it to day in, day out base hits, not really worrying about too much, just trying to like lower the stress levels a little bit. So hopefully that resonates with you as well on something that might be a takeaway out of this video of maybe focus on some base hits. If you notice that you have really good base hits and then you try and open up a trade to be a huge runner and you get hosed by it, you know, that's what was happening to me with the Robin. So just something to, again, it's personal vulnerability and accountability on in some capacity for me to be saying these things and to be actioning off of it. So I want to verbally say it. So at this point, we're going to, we've talked about a couple of the things. We've talked about the 10 days. We've talked about the Robins, and we've talked about where the accounts are at. It's now time for the big stuff, the payout request, right? So if you watch any of the last ones, again, there's 20 accounts. It's going to take some time. Editor Andrew is going to fast forward, but we are going to get started. It's going to be $2,000 per account here. Bang, there's number one. All right. And there's all my 20 accounts that have all just been requested. You can see my other ones down below. One other thing that I was just quickly thinking through on while I was doing that on the regarding the last topic, it's so important to just remember to just always be getting better. Trading is a never-ending game. We should always be improving, always be changing in some capacity. The markets are always changing, so we should be adapting with it. And our goal as traders is to be better day in, day out, right? I should be a better trader than I was a year ago. And I should be a better trader than I was in January. And I am a better trader than I was in January. I am a better trader than I was a year ago. Been around 8 years now, and my journey is still day in, day out, consistent, attempting to be the best version of myself that I can be when I'm looking in front of the charts. And it's that just incremental better to where you look back and all of a sudden you can see a massive change, but day in and day out, it's hard to find that. You just got to be making sure that you're actively trying to be the best that you can. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. The next part of this video will be showing the approved requests. All right. So I did submit my payout request yesterday, May 2nd at around 8 p.m. or so. And today at 10:30, my accounts were approved. All of my 20 accounts were approved. I got the emails at 10:30. If we go to the main website, under the payouts tab, you just go to home and then scroll down to the very bottom of the footer. There's a payouts tab, and I'm on the first page right now for May 2nd. And here are my 20 accounts that are approved and on the website for $2,000 each, meaning I got another $40,000 and I'm officially at $200,000 in payouts. Again, this page updates all the time with any accounts that are approved, and it's done on the day that you submit approval. So while I am on page 1 right now, I will be, if you're watching and looking back at later, significantly farther down the line. But yeah, this video is officially done. Payouts are approved for number 5.